All right.
So
So, and I'm gonna take a screen. I'm gonna get the giveaway going. So here we go. Boom. All right, take it away. Tell us a little about yourself and what we're doing. What we're looking here. We're looking at a drop. Very cool.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is something we did for the other NFTopia. And big fans of you, Waffles Kitty, a whole Wax blockchain, and others that have come in the past. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to shout you guys out and say thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Yeah.
Um,
Thank you much. Love it.
yeah, it's been fun. I have been trying to do work and attend both of these things, so it's been an interesting NFTopia for me this time around. But I've had a great time at each one,
Oh, great.
even the DigiCons and all that. So kudos to you guys for keeping it going and all that. Uh, and so, yeah, let's talk about Fourth Wall Digital, what we've been doing, what projects we got coming up. On the wall of our thing, you can see we've got a book coming out. It's called Our Upland, and it is going to be coming out on Amazon as actual physical book, and as an NFT version for an ebook. And we got everything set up. We're just working on the gated website and been working with TD, NFT Gamer TV, to do all the coding and all that stuff. And that's been really great. It's super great community here. Wax, everyone's super helpful and great. But a little bit about the book. It's about the game Upland, which is on EOS, and a lot of the players are into Wax and the Wax blockchain. There's a old collection from a few years ago that has a lot of the original Upland stuff, and so a lot of the players got into Wax, and so we're happy to release the book on Wax. Um, yeah, and I'm not sure if I know there's been comic books and other stuff, but I'm not sure if there's been a book released yet like this. So I'm not sure if we're the first, but we're one of the first for sure. So I'm pretty excited about that. Um, yeah, and so that should be out by Black Friday. So like the end of November here. And yeah, again, it'll be on Amazon and NFT on the Wax chain. Um, I bought the name Fourth through Wax. I bought the fourth name, and so I kind of have had to redo the collection stuff to get badges and all that. So I'm it's kind of hard to see my collection. I know, as Byron was saying before. So hopefully by then it'll be up and running. Um, Another thing we do with Fourth Wall Digital is we do an AI night out in Los Angeles every Tuesday at a video gallery called Digital Debris, where we demo, discuss, do tutorials, and just do everything AI. We do it live in person, and we do have some NFTs of the different items we made, naming the different software we've used. We've been doing it since January, every Tuesday, and it's really pretty great. We get a lot of the like Hollywood insiders being in Los Angeles, so we get directors and producers and animators and all kinds of people. It's been a real awesome learning experience, and so on our Discord, which I think the invite is on our board. You can get to it. In our Discord, I got all kinds of AI bots set up to use for free in there. Some of them are paid, like Midjourney is paid, but I have like a face swapper in there where you can put your face or any face really on any image, and you can do 50 of them a day for free. I've got an AI song maker in there, bot that's really amazing. That thing's just come leaps and bounds. So if you have interest in AI, for anything really, but specifically, I am really focused a lot on imagery and video and music and more the creative kind of things. You can come in there, got all kinds of links, and happy to talk with anybody about it and show people. It's definitely a passion of mine. I've been teaching it for a little while, and I'm in an AI film school here in Los Angeles, a lecturer for them. So yeah, totally down with that. And then we've got a free promo thing coming out, and one of my partners is here. I don't know if he can talk on here. Is that possible for him to talk at all?
If he's in the booth with us.
Yeah, I think so. Agency, are you there?
Just got to turn the mic on.
Yeah. So I know he was having some issues earlier. We've been trying to get
muted. There's a button at the bottom left for mute, but you got to have your cam on, or I mean your mic on.
Yeah, that's always helpful, right? But yeah, so this is Young Stars, and this is a project he's been working on for a while. This is the promo. We've got kind of the whole team. We got 3D artists and 2D working on these together, and it's all basically, here's a description: remembering all your favorite icons from Hollywood thespians to Hall of Fame athletes. Young Stars will bring you back to adolescence and give a touch of nostalgia. So it's basically baby or youth of famous people, and I will say there's some amazing pieces, and decided on this one for the promo because it's so close to Halloween and loving Michael Myers. So
baby Michael, look at him. That's awesome.
Hey, yeah, totally.
Look what time it is.
All right.
What's the instructions again?
Plop your wax wallet in there.
Where at? Right here?
Yeah, let's do it in the actual chat of the the space, the frame.
Right. Well, we got a couple in there. Pop your wallet into the frame chat. And what is it? First X amount of people?
First three people.
First three people? Well, we got 3 people.
All right.
I see a Randman. I see, then we got we're using the main and the zone version here, but Randman, RXD, and Tissues over here, and then we got over here, it's all in the same minute, though.
Well, let's go in the order you got. So you got Randman, RXD, and Tissues?
Or Rob Robson. Both of them were on 211.
All right, let's go. Let's do Rob Robson. Let's do all of them. Why not? Let's spread some love. The wax community.
There's no way, because we got main and zone. There's no way to know if Tissues or Rob were first between them two. How about they're both? So you got 4 winners. Is that all right?
That works great for me. That works great for me.
Congrats. And also, I just put the bounty block in the chat too, and that's got 22 winners. Thank you to Fourth Wall over here for giving us 20. Oh, by the way, look at these things. Let me show what this thing looks like. This is awesome. There you go, on my Twitch anyway. We got an NFTOPIA Lite. that was a funny idea. That's funny.
I got it up too. Thank you. Did you see the slogan? Looks great, more fulfilling.
Looks more fulfilling. All right, that's cool. That's fun. And
yeah.
Oh, is that a drop too? Oh, sweet. What's the drop?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that one's a drop, and then that's up. And again, I'm not badged up right now because I switched collections. So you'll have to actually hit the link here. I'll pop it.
Yeah. Pop the link in here. Sweet.
Yeah, let me do that. And then let's see what happens when I switch. Yeah, here in the chat. Where's the chat? All right, there we go. Yeah. So there's that one, and then I'll do the Michael Myers one too. That guy's super cute. Let's see. And these, I gotta say, there's some amazing ones of these. I think everyone's gonna love them. I'm a big fan. Let's see, where's my frame? Here we go. Yeah. And a lot of the AI stuff, I love using AI, and I'll use multiple ones. So like I'll use like, you know, 3 or 4, sometimes even up to like 7 different AI, and then traditional you know, software like Photoshop and Adobe Premiere and the normal stuff I would use to create to make like music video stuff. A lot of these have audio, and I'm just putting them out cheap and cool and something for people to collect and just have. You know, so
Awesome.
yeah, so those are some of the things we're working on. And then the other thing that I wanted to just mention and talk about too with Rob, I know he's probably, it looks like still having problems with his microphone, but we do a weekly show on YouTube, and our YouTube is connected there, and it's called Drop It Like It's Hot, and it's focused mainly on wax drops, so things that are upcoming in the week, and we love to cover cool projects on the wax blockchain. So I know a lot of the people here are creators. Please reach out. I reached out to some people we've covered and they probably don't even know. So if you want some coverage and you want to promote something, please reach out to us. We'd love to promote some cool stuff on wax and add
Awesome.
to the community and support it.
What's the YouTube channel on that?
That one's a Fourth Wall Digital, and if you go onto our little screen link stuff, it should be in there. We'd love
YouTube. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So we'd love some more subscribers. We've been doing it for a while, but we're you know, just slowly building up, and yeah. So please reach out.
You got a NFTOPIA video here. That's great. Sweet. Content makers, love it. Tell us about this book. So, well, also we have, Rob says the second free drop says no assets to claim. Or was that a claim? Is that everyone's getting that. So was that a limited thing?
I think, no, you know what? I'll put some more out. I didn't think that they would all get claimed so quickly. So yeah, I'll as soon as this thing is over,
do you have that as a public free drop? Is that public?
Yes.
It's getting botted then. You can't do public free drops. You can't do that.
Yeah, I realized that. I thought it was connected to the NFT Lite, so you would have to have the other one to get it.
Okay, well, if you did that, then that would work. But if you do, side note, this is for any creator before you mess up. You don't do any drops that are free that are public, and it doesn't matter, even unlisted. It gets shared and the bots get it. I've learned that one. So you have to either have a proof of ownership, or even listing it for 0.1 wax or something like that would keep the bots away.
Well, thanks. And I thought I had it, so I must have messed it
we'll
up.
Fix that up, and you can still get it. That's fine. Tell us about this book. So if you zoom in on their slide here, we got our upland commence connecting and community in the metaverse, and you wrote it. Tell us about that. What is this book? What's it about? And I guess you're working with NFT Gamer TV too. He mentioned you too.
Yeah, totally. So this book came about. I met an author. I went to Las Vegas for an in-person meetup for the Upland Metaverse, and I met this woman from New York City. She was an author, international bestseller. I didn't know that at the time. We were talking, and she was really good, and she told me that she's an author and handed me one of her books to read and like look at, flip through. And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's only whatever, $10. You want to buy it right now?" And I was like, "Wow, this lady, she's good." It's in my hand. It was a book about fathers, and Father's Day was the following weekend, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll buy it." And then we went to an award ceremony later, and she was like, "I don't really know a lot of people here. I just kind of want to go back to my hotel." And I said, I was reading your book, and it's all stories about people's fathers, etc. And we're here with this group of people that just loves this game. That people have come. There was like people from Israel and South America and all this stuff in Las Vegas. And, she was amazed that people were spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on this game. And I was like, yeah, like you have, I think, your next book here. So I took her around. She said she was too shy. And so I took her around and introduced her to some people and started getting the basics going for her. And then she reached out to me after and said, I know you're an artist. Would you design the book cover for me? And I said, yeah, sure, I'd be honored. And then we started talking. I think we had like a 3-hour conversation. And, a lot of it was about blockchain. She was really new to all that. And she was just like, at the end of this call, she was like, hey, do you mind being my co-author for this book? And I was like, oh, I'd love to. I've never actually published a book. And I do get a lot of people, especially in the crypto space and different art stuff, where people are like, hey, let's do something together, and it's kind of like, your time's limited, and it's you want to say yes to help a lot of people and work on a lot of things, but with this one, I'm like, wow, this lady is she's an established author. This is not like a fly by night person who's just like, hey, I want to write a book, and so we went to town on it. We worked on it quite a bit. We've got 30 stories. We've got the community managers. A couple of them have entries and talking about their experience with the game. We actually got one of the founders of the game to write the foreword, the introduction to the book. He's super great and super supportive. And so it's just been a real rewarding experience. And and again, if it wasn't for wax and all that, what was that?
It's very interesting. Did you talk to Dynamic Node Builders too? He was an exhibitor in past conventions, and he builds inside Upland.
Yeah, totally. I think it was Ramadan.
Nomadan.
Not wrong.
Nomadan. Yep.
Yeah, and so I've talked to them. Definitely, I was there at the last one. I was able to attend more and be more, involved with the last one. So yeah, totally.
Cool.
I have, and we just did a contest. There's going to be through the actual Upland, website and Twitter, the official stuff and all that. I think on Wednesday, they had an interview with me all about this. And so there'll be more information about the book and all that on the official thing on Wednesday.
Here's a question from Crackneck that I was going to get at too. We have a trivia question, which is, what does the fourth wall refer to? And you're welcome to answer. Give them the answer for being here.
Very cool. So, Crackneck, which I always don't know how to say. We can say it one more time.
Crackneck.
Crackneck. Yeah, I love that name. And I saw there was like a game that was so similar in name too recently. But he's awesome. I know he's made music in our Discord. He's done some cool songs and messed around with some stuff. And in our Discord, I did post a how to break the fourth wall thing. So for me, it's like a dual combination of things. So the true answer is, in like television or media or anything, the fourth wall is referring to the camera or the audience, right? And I think it was Jerry Lewis, the old comedian, who was the first person on TV to break the fourth wall. And what that means is you talk to the camera, basically. You recognize the audience, where like a great example of it is Ferris Bueller, when he's like getting ready in the morning and he's pretending he's sick and his parents leave, and then he goes into the whole discussion about isms and all that stuff when he's in the shower. It's basically breaking the traditional camera audience border thing, So that's what breaking the fourth wall is referring to. And then for me as well, and the reason I tie the two together is because my studio for the past, I don't know, 15 years, my art studio where I do a bunch of painting stuff, sculptures, installations, I do street art and different stuff in Los Angeles, is on 4th and Wall Street. So,
Oh, that's interesting. Well, all
yeah.
right. So the answer, I mean, you can say it in various words. You can say the camera, the audience. It refers to whenever you're in film, or even not just film, but and you're talking to the audience, which is different from like normally where it's like you ignore the camera. So think Deadpool. Think, that's breaking the fourth wall. That's the fourth wall. I'm breaking the fourth wall by talking to the audience while outside of the narrative that's happening. Deadpool is known for doing that. So that's cool. That's a cool
That's
thing.
true. That's true. And I think I'm aging myself by bringing up the Ferris Bueller. I should probably update and Deadpool, use the Deadpool
Yeah,
example.
sure. Well, there's numerous movies that do that. And I always liked it. Deadpool does it in a very funny way, comedy way. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is great. I love that. What is it? Val. What is the one he's in where he's in college? That one's so good. Van Wilder. That one's a great one. But yeah.
all right. Any other last questions before we move on? We got a couple minutes over here. Thank you for diving in and showing us a little bit, doing some extra giveaways and drops. I guess you got to fix your one. Turn that into either make it all required to hold something, or just put a small price on it to where it's not free.
You
Or
know what I'll do is
you can do that.
I'll make it free and then I'll hide it. You know what I mean? I'll hide it and I'll put the link back in the chat or whatever.
You can, but I've done that before, and it still gets shared somewhere, and then it'll still. You could try it.
Okay.
You could try it.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll take your advice and do the 0.001 thing.
Point
Or
one
point
wax
oh one.
usually. I mean, people they still can, but what happens is the bots are programmed to look for free drops, and even when it's unlisted, they're able to do that on blocks. They're able to find like they're listed inside the blocks, but they won't. They won't do that if there's a little price on it though. Or
That's great.
there's also the whitelist option, but then you would have to like put in the wallets into the whitelist, and that's annoying too. So I'd say just put it on like one wax or 0.1, whatever, as long as it's not zero.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Great advice.
I guess you still need to have that 0.1 wax to do it, but everybody here I think has that much, right? That's free. That's free enough.
Free enough. There you go.
Free enough.
Yeah, and then I just wanted to talk about something else real quick before we go. We also have been working with Alien Worlds in Planet Ike, and I just wanted to shout them out and their DAO. We entered. We have a group called Upland Aliens, which is again, I know it's a lot of Upland stuff here, but we're connecting the two metaverses. So if you play Upland and Alien Worlds, please reach out to us. We've got a group going. We just won a hackathon last Saturday. We got the results. So we had a lot of support from the community. We're very appreciative of that. And yeah, we're creating a connection between these two where actions in Upland and Alien Worlds can be mutually beneficial. And so, yeah, look out for that. And big thanks to Planet Ike and the DAOs. And we've got a trivia coming up next week where we're giving out TLM for pretty simple questions. If you know Alien Worlds and how to do easy things on there, and you can answer some questions, we're giving out TLM and UPX, which is the in-game token for Upland. So yeah,
Cool.
so that's
Doing all
something else
sorts
we
of
got
stuff.
going on.
And
What's that?
doing all sorts of stuff. And do you have a
Yeah.
Discord or anything that people, if anyone interested wants to go in and be part of it?
That one, we just won the hackathon. The thing's built, but we haven't really got the invite going and everything yet. We're still wrapping everything
Yeah,
up
yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
But for
So,
the Fourth Wall brand, I mean, you got your Twitter and you got.
yeah. The Discord, yeah, that's in the thing. Yeah. Come on over to there, the Fourth Wall, and if you add your Wax address, there's a channel in there that says add your Wax address. If you add it, I will give you one wax just for giving us your address and
Hey,
being.
we got if you want a free wax, go over there to Fourth Wall Digital's Discord. Get you a free wax. That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you
Very
very
cool.
much for going through all this. Our next stop is at Fifth Spatial, I do believe. I'm going to double check that. Fifth Spatial. It's over across the way. Yep, that's right. So we're going to head over there. Thank you very much. Thanks to all y'all piling in here. I love seeing the. Not that we have hundreds of people in the place, but it's fun. Look, I love how we're all piled up into here. That's really neat. Cheers. Cheers.